Hello everyone, it is Amy of Enamor Amy. Welcome. So Mom and I are getting ready to set up for an antique show this weekend. So it is Thursday. We're not actually supposed to be here till 2 o'clock to be able to unload. However, in order to get a close spot to unload, you got to get here 2 hours before that. So it's about noon and we've got some pretty good spots to unload, and we're just waiting to get inside the building and start hauling stuff and setting up our booth. So I will show you guys the process of how we set up, and it's a lot of work. Usually by the end of today, we're both exhausted because it's a lot of hauling and setting up and lugging totes. So I'll check in with you guys later. Well, I got probably 10 more trips to make, but it's coming along. Then we gotta unpack all of those. Finally done unloading. Took an hour and a half. So now we have to set up all the tables, but look at all the vendors. Yeah, the parking here is kind of crazy, so that's why we get here super early. So, not much progress. Got a little bit done. I've been working on toys and Christmas. Mom has been working on linens. And so far, only a little bit of kitchen out, but yeah, we're gonna be here for some more hours. Yeah, and look who my mom brought. She knows I hate clowns, but she brought him anyway.
Rude. He whistles, look.
Horrifying. Well, we are finally done setting up for tonight. It is a little after 7 p.m. and we have been here since noon. So I think we have a little tweaking we have to do in the morning, but for the most part, I think we're pretty good. So I will give you guys more of an in-depth preview of everything tomorrow when we get here early in the morning. So we're calling it a night. Pretty much everybody else is gone already. We're usually the first ones here and the last ones to leave. So I can't wait to go around and shop in the morning too. It's gonna be fun. Good morning. It is Friday, day 1 of the show. It's a little after 8. So we just got here and we're gonna do some final prep to the booth, and then I'm gonna show you guys a tour of our booth, everything that we brought this weekend, and then I'm gonna do a little shopping before the show opens, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna start down here and show you guys a whole tour of our booth and highlight some of the fun stuff that we brought. So these are cool old 1950s dollhouse furniture. Got some cowboys and Indians. These are some like German picture blocks. So there's flat pieces that are inside the package here, and then each side of the block, it's like a puzzle that you put together. And then Mom brought some fun vintage Barbies and Kens, and she's got a skipper in the original box. It's so cool. Got a penny doll. Love these cases and the graphics. A Ken. She's got a whole bunch of vintage Barbie clothes. How cute is that coat? Fun, fun, fun. We've got a little bit of 80s too in there. A Madame Alexander doll. Really cute. Look how cute she is.
And she's got little ice skates on her feet. And these are something I brought, some old celluloid carnival dolls with their fun hair. Tin litho little set. And how awesome is this Mark's kitchen? And we had a little snafu yesterday. We thought we lost the dishwasher lid when we were loading, but we found it this morning. So we've got all the fun accessories. This is another piece I brought. How fun is this? So it's a shoe brush. So his hat comes out, and that is the brush of his hat. Too funny. You can put your shoe polish right here. Royal Copley, the ever famous kangaroo wallet valet from Pulp Fiction. Got him some pepper shakers, some planters. This is another piece. It's you guys recognize the Lefton monthly angels? She's actually a nightlight. So she's got her cord down in there. But yeah, she's a nightlight. We had to bring some bunnies. This has got such cute pictures. Such cute pictures on the inside. Alright. So now we are on to the kitchen stuff. I love this enamel pan that's teal. It's actually in really good shape. I picked that up in an estate sale last summer. Really fun vintage Rudolph cookie cutters on their cards. Pyrex, of course. So this is kind of my mom's domain. She loves the vintage kitchen stuff. All of the gadgets, old gadgets, Bakelite handles, Angel Food, cake cutters, biscuit mixes you can cut with. Fun. Love the aluminum ice cube trays. I brought the pink one. How fun is that? And then we've got, she has all the Lusterware canisters except for the salt and pepper shakers, and a lot of the times you can't find the cookie jar that matches. A lot of the times that is missing. So we've got, gotta have some poodoos. Gotta have some poodoos. This is actually an old bubble bath container, and it's still in there. Got some fun. This is like velvet, fuzzy. Another cute little doggy print. And Mom has a lot of beautiful vintage quilts down in here. So many cool fabrics. She's got some chenille blankets. I love this one on top. I love the prints that's in this one. A whole bunch of vintage tablecloths. Beautiful. We do like our linens, I will say. Usually if I have my mom come with me to an estate sale, she always heads to the linen table first and looks for fun vintage tablecloths and such. So alright, we're gonna go inside the booth now. Oh, how fun is this? It's a toothpick holder. So you can put like hors d'oeuvres, you know, your cheese on a toothpick in there. And these are a fun like relic of Jackson, Michigan. So Gilbert's used to be a pretty famous restaurant in Jackson. It closed, I think, in like the late 90s. I think it finally went out of business, but it had been around since like the 50s, I believe, or maybe the 40s even. So this was a fun find. We actually found these at an estate sale in Detroit. So fun to have in Jackson here at the show. Some more spun aluminum. I love these aluminum containers in the original packaging from the 60s. I found those at an estate sale. They were super cool. I love stuff in their original packaging. Some matchbook holders. Tupperware. And my mom actually used to have a gigantic granite ware collection. She has sold off a lot of it. We used to have a lot of it because we used to enter some of the things into the county fair here. They used to have like an antiques department that you could enter antiques and win prize money and ribbons. And she has since sold a lot of her pieces because they don't have the antiques category anymore. Some more linens. I love how she does these little crocheted pot holders on like a little laundry line across the vintage ironing board. Really fun strawberry print canister set. A beautiful cake carrier. This is like it's in really good shape. My mom actually also rescues some chenille and old quilts that are kind of beat up and tore up, and she takes the good parts and makes throw pillows out of them. So my mom is super crafty. That's where I get it from. I love these fun crochet hot pads. I think they're so fun, and they look really cool grouped on a wall as art too. Just easy to pop a color on your wall. Lots of fun doilies, more linens. And I'm trying to thin out my apron collection because I have so many. But I just can't resist a good apron that has a fun print on it. I love this one. I should actually probably keep that for my teal kitchen. Really fun. And look at this one, you guys. It's got desks, a desk print. This is a little kid's apron with chickens. Fun, 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 fun. Yeah, we love going to estate sales and finding vintage is kind of our fun thing to do together. I love the buttons down the back of that one. Of course, we got to have a Christmas one in here too. This fun hat box down here. It's thick plastic, but the lid is really fun. She actually bought it for me, and I was like, oh, it's too big. I don't have anywhere to put that. But this is my hanky box. So I decorated the top of this with a doily and then a vintage brooch. But it's got all vintage hankies in there. And then, so both my mom and I sew. So she loves to look for old sewing notions. So she made these little ring boxes that you can keep by your sink out of old salt dips. And then she's put vintage buttons on the top for the lid. So there's a button on the inside so it will keep the lid on. But yeah, she made all of those. Love these spool holders with all the wooden spools of thread. They just look so cool displayed like that, even if you don't sew. It would be fun to put on a shelf. Yeah, she's got, of course, Misty. There's that Sewing Susan. You know, she's always got to have her hand in something. She's here. She's here at the show with us. Fun packages of rickrack. I love the packaging on these. I think they're so cool. And this needle book here is probably my favorite one that has the space rocket on it. Really cool. And this deer box here, it's a men's, I can't remember if it's a wallet box or a cigarette case, but it's brown Bakelite, I do believe. But yeah, really cool. And then this is just a fun bin full of anything like sewing related. There's all a bunch of stuff in here. I love these spools of thread with the stripes. She has some great carded buttons on here that have the old graphics. Just fun to see this kind of stuff. I'm always amazed at how paper stuff survives for so long. But I'm glad that people hung on to this kind of thing. Look at the little baby buttons. So cute. She's got more. Look at this pink spun aluminum bobbin holder. Really fun. I didn't have any place for this in my sewing room, but I think it's really cool. More buttons down in here. And these are kind of the more fancy dancy buttons. There's lots of pretty rhinestones in here. Lots of rhinestones. People love to dig through these bins. There is a guy that usually comes to our show that he collects vintage buttons. So he's usually in our booth for like an hour going through stuff. And lots of fun vintage patterns. I have quite a few of these in my sewing room. I'd like to do like a framed collage, I think, with some of them. And these are the really old ones back here. This one's from 1959. Vogue. These are just so cool. I love the artwork on these. Really cool. And then we have a little pretty glass section. Got some Ellie Smith, some Viking, some Fenton, and a Indiana Stars and Bars fairy lamp. I put one of those candles in there, so hopefully it glows a little bit. But anyway. Alright, so now, down here. This is really cool. This is like a little children's vanity dresser set. Comes with a little mirror. 2 mirrors, looks like, actually. A little comb, some powder boxes, and then some little picture frames. But it's in its original box, too. Alright, so up next we've got the holiday fun. You know, both of us, we really love vintage holiday stuff, so especially me, I tend to go a little crazy with it. So I have pared down some of my own collections, but Mom found this at an estate sale. It's so detailed in there. I love the little angel up on the top. Got some spray on snow. We always love to bring blow molds to the show because they're so big and they draw attention. And actually, we are right in front of the door when you first come in, so hopefully it will attract the people to come in here first. We've got some fun. I think we determined by the signature on the bottom of these that these are actually Polish nesting dolls. Santa, and there is an itty bitty one inside this one. It's like this big, but I didn't want to take him out because I was afraid he was going to get lost. So I left him in there. This is a double I had 2 of these, and I was like, I don't really need 2 of them, so hopefully somebody else will like him. This is a Timco kind of molded plastic from the 50s, and it originally would come with a light kit and you would hang it on your wall. I don't have the light kit for it. It was missing when I found it, but it's still, the front of it is in really, really good shape. We've got there's another candle I put in there. This little deer sparkly snow hurricane holder. I'm really not sure. I got this in an estate sale over the summer last year, and I really don't know the age of it. Like, I couldn't find anything that looked like this, but I thought it was darling cute. And I didn't really have anywhere to put it myself, but I had to rescue it because I know there's other deer lovers than me. Fun old ornament. Candelabra light. Fun little Putz house. Mom brought these Kitsch-tastic plastic little light up lamps. They do light up and they have flicker bulbs in them. They're pretty fun with the plastic holly in there. This is not vintage. This was just a mug. I think I got it from Michael's a few years ago. I just didn't need it anymore. I think There's some jewel bright ornaments and some other fun older plastic ornaments in there. Of course, we've got some fun popcorn decorations down here. Really kitsch-tastic plastic. Look at these shovels, the plastic holly, and this one's got a little pixie, a little one-armed pixie on there. I found these at the same place, and I felt bad for the pixie because he was missing an arm, and then so I got him anyway. Hopefully somebody will. And I went through all of my Christmas crafting bins last month, and I picked out all of this stuff out of my bins because I was like, I don't need all of this stuff. So hopefully somebody will like this because there's some good stuff in there. Have fun going through it, maybe craft with some of the stuff in there. I just didn't need it anymore. We got Blinky and a fun cat bucket. I'm trying to downsize my Halloween, so these guys came with us. Got 2 ceramic trees down here. This is a little one. Unfortunately, the base when we found it had been repaired, but when you put the tree on it, you can't really see it. So, and it still works and everything, so I think it's just fine. Hopefully somebody will like it. Got Santa hanging out. This tree is beautiful. This is an Atlantic mold tree with the star base on it. It's in really, really nice shape. We've got some beautiful blown glass tree topper back there in the box. Just got a bag of old ornaments. And then, oh yes, we've got the General Foam 17-inch Santa blow mold. He goes for a pretty penny. I think we have a pretty good deal on him. So if there's a collector that's coming to the show today, they will definitely get a good deal on him. This box of ornaments, gorgeous. I think they say Poland on the top. It's very hard to read those, but really pretty glitter. Here's another tree topper in the box. And that is the fun holiday section. So then we'll go over to the toys. So Mom and I have a mixture of things in here. Some of this is my childhood toys, and some is, my mom used to have a giant pull toy collection. She's been slowly whittling away at that too, and we just don't have the room to put them all out. So hopefully some things will sell and we can get some new stuff out. So there's a little vintage Dumbo, cutie. This is Marching Mickey. So you squeeze his hands and his feet kind of move like he's walking. Got a giant old Disneyland chip with original tag. Just got some fun. A lot of these are mine that are in here. Tailspin and Rescue Rangers. The 80s and 90s kids will know what those are. Fraggle Rock, of course. Little Mermaid. She was always my favorite. So my grandma had a very large E.T. collection. It was one of her favorite movies. And we took her to Universal Studios back in the late 90s. And she got to ride the ride. And it was really, really fun to see her enjoy that. So that's why we started doing the show in the first place, was to get rid of some we inherited her entire house contents when she passed away, and I think we did several estate sales at her house, and we just had so much. So then we started doing the show, and we've been doing it about 9 years, I think. So we don't have a whole lot left, but we've got the little stuffed E.T. He's so cute. And then this is really, really cool. I think one of us bought this for her for one of her birthdays in the early 2000s. So really cool E.T. necklace on the original card from 1982. I got a giant barrel of monkeys. Yeah, my mom had a lot of these musical things too. This is really, really cute. These. A lot of times when you see these TV ones, they're overwound and they don't work, but I think they're really cool. So there's little images that go on the top too. Adorable. She's got, this is one of my mom's. So you pull him and he bangs on the xylophone. Little Snoopy, if you usually see these a lot, they're usually missing the shoe part. So he still has his original shoe. And then we've got fun wobbles. This guy is fun. He has a huge head and these big wheels. So when you pull him, he kind of rocks back and forth and his ears move. He's just fun. I love his face. We've got Snoopy and Digger the dog. Turtle. Who remembers playing with one of these in the car? I loved playing in the back seat. When we would go on vacation to Florida and stuff like that, we'd be in the car forever. I loved playing these in the car. Fun xylophone pull toy. So then we're getting into kind of my stuff. I have a lot. Vintage toys. So these are all Cherry Mary Muffin dolls in here. There are some more rare ones that are in here too, especially these twins back here in the back. Cherry Mary Muffin. Got Barbies. These are all like 80s Barbies that are back in here. Some of mine. I don't have very many left. I have slowly gotten rid of them. And Heart Family. Who had Heart Family? And Jazzy. And Maxie. And Todd with his fuzzy hair. Too good. So now we've got a strawberry shortcake lunch pail and the doll carrier, and I've got this fun double-sided picture record. This was out of my personal collection. I just don't have anywhere to display it, so I thought I would pass it along. And I decided to go through some of my My Little Ponies because I didn't need to keep them all. So I did keep some. I didn't want to get rid of all of them, but I've got some fun ones in here. And then the Christmas one, this was like a mail order, like you had to mail in order to get it. So these are somewhat harder to come by. And then yes, these, so my grandma, she would buy things like in doubles a lot of times. I'm not sure why, but when we cleaned out her house, we found an entire closet upstairs that was full of toys that, like, she had already given me one, but there were the doubles. So these were the doubles, because I did have these once upon a time out of the package, but these are in their original packages still. And this is my mother's. It's not mine. I'm not claiming any clowns. So a couple Care Bears back in here. These are duplicates. I still have all of my Care Bears and Care Bear cousins. One day I hope to do like a built-in shelf and be able to display them, but right now they're in storage. And also parting with my pony surprise. I still have my kitty surprise and my puppy surprise, but the pony decided to bring out, she had 3 babies. So there's like a Velcro pouch underneath, and that's, when you bought these, you didn't know how many babies it came from until you opened it and revealed how many babies were inside. And you always wanted to get like 4 or 5, because I think 5 was the max that would fit in there. But yeah, this one came with 3. I've got some fun board games, Strawberry Shortcake, and Memory, and then Uncle Wiggly. This board game is really, really cool. The graphics on it. This is another one from my personal collection, Mary Poppins records. And then Creepy Ronald is down here creeping in the corner. He's my mother's. She insisted that he come to the show, and I was like, well, I hope somebody adopts him, because I don't want to look at him for 2 days. Got fun. These were mine from my childhood, my original Legos. Alright guys, so we're on to the last table. So we've got glass and figurines and things out here. The Barbies on the end, the toys, the holiday, sewing, the kitchen and linens, and that's our booth. I think it turned out pretty good this year. So yeah, and like I said, like we're right in front of the entrance door, so hopefully we'll get a lot of shoppers today. And now I'm gonna go walk around and do some shopping myself. So I had to show you my first purchase, a gorgeous Empoli bottle with the original stopper on it. It was only $15. I couldn't say no. So, yep, first purchase. I haven't even made it halfway down the first aisle. So, I think that's a good sign, you guys. I also picked up these Sad Eyes salt and pepper shakers. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on these, but I know there's something. So, I had to pick those up too. Michael, this reminds me of you. Hide your cats, folks. Hide your cats. So I picked up some vintage greeting cards. I can't resist. Really, really cute. How cute is that bunny? There's a lady that always brings a bunch of vintage greeting cards, and I always find some I need to have from her. How cute is the duck taking a bath out of the watering can? And then this one is a stand-up card. It's oversized. It has the stand on the back, but it's also mechanical. Super duper cute. The other two purchases I made this morning. This is awesome tin litho J Chien Easter egg. Really amazing shape, great graphics on this. Found some great tin litho things today. And then this is amazing. This has got one of those sugar Easter eggs inside, but it's in its original packaging, which is so cute. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad people brought Easter stuff. So, might get to go out a little bit later today, but the show is going to open really soon, so we're going to be busy. So I might get to shop this afternoon a little bit more, but these are my finds so far. This is our friend, Bill and Margie's booth. And I thought I'd highlight some of their pretty things that they have in here. So we just discovered that this is Bohemian glass, cut to clear, etched wildlife. It's just gorgeous. Look at the design on here. It's got a deer on the side and matching glasses that go to it. Absolutely beautiful. And then got Fenton up here with this awesome in the window texture. They always bring great antique items. Love the carved wood antelopes. Look at this pretty piece up here. How gorgeous is that? She says this is John Kemple glass. Stunning, like emerald green color. This is beautiful too. Look at the silver on there. Fun salt and pepper shakers. Always have fun salt and pepper shakers. The little frogs. This is beautiful. Pink. I think I like pink depression glass the best. Guys. Pretty. And then got some pretty opalescent glass. Lovely pink Silvercrest Fenton. Gorgeous. I love this cameo wear green vase with the sticker on it too. So while I was filming at our friend Bill and Margie's booth, I saw this book sitting there, and I've actually been wanting this book. It's got Halloween ephemera and decorations, anything that you can think of in here. So I'm so excited I was able to find this and support my friends too. But look at all the fun postcards are in here. Really cool. Yay! That was a fun purchase. So I wanted to show you guys our vendor friend Sandy's booth. She always displays things really, really cute. I love how she puts her stuff together, and she's got this fun Easter display. Look at the great postcards. She always has really, really cute things too. At Christmas time, she always has fantastic things too. Look how cute this little egg is. Some German eggs. Fun little chalkware bunny. He's very cute. This one bear too. Yeah. She has a little bit of everything. She's got some toys. I love, how fun is this clothespin bag? I love the fruit print on there. There's a creepy monkey. Oh, how cute is little Pebbles. Look at her face. She's darling. Got a stiff little rabbit puppet. Really cute. Don't see the puppets very often. Fun Dream Pets little guy. These die-cast metal army guys. See these very often with any paint left on them. Puppy. So Sandy sets up and she runs a doll show in Lansing, usually twice a year. So she always, when she does the doll show, she has an entire booth filled with vintage toys and doll clothes. So she totally changes up her displays depending on what show she's doing. Oh, we got a cute little Ruthie Newton puppy. Squeak. Some vintage cards. Oh, sweet. Cute is this little girl's dress. It's darling. Some fun jewelry. That little card. Beautiful. Love that butterfly. We gotta look at Mr. Tiger. Let's look at Mr. Tiger. It's chalkware. Fun. Turn him around so he looks back out in the aisle. Fun. She's got fun vintage patterns too. Love the graphics on these. They're also great to frame for some wall art. Look at how cute this daffodil dress is. Fun. So this was Sandy's booth. Love how she sets things up. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys Brian's booth because he has some awesome comic books and ephemera and lots of cool stuff. Halloween, of course. Really great ephemera pieces. All different eras. Very cool. I have to peek in this one. Shirley Temple for dogs. And Brian actually wrote and published this book all about vintage Tarzan, books and comics and storybooks. And actually inside he talks about all the different advertising for the Tarzan Big Little books and the rare ones that you can look for. How cool is this ant? 1930s Fisher Price Pluto. You never ever see these because the strings a lot of times were stretched out, so if you see these, they're in very poor condition. This guy is in excellent shape. Raggedy Ann. Lots of vintage children's books. Great graphics. These are super cool with the tintypes and human hair. And look at this Michigan State program from 1928. He said it's a graduation program. Very, very cool. I love the cover of these Alice in Wonderland books. Fantastic. Very, very cool. So this is Brian's booth. So the last booth that I really wanted to highlight is Jeff's booth. And his business is Vintage Vittles, so make sure and look him up on Facebook. He does lots of shows in Michigan and a couple other states. So his stuff is always really unique and fun. I love all the advertising pieces that he picks up. Just fun, unique things. Always. A little monkey hanging out in the cup. Love this. Advertising. It's the Burger King. This cool box. Smokey the Bear. Look at the Fonzie paper dolls. Fantastic. Got some cool oh my gosh, are these Pogs? They are Pogs. Do you guys remember these? Oh my word. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Here's a Christ Psycho Ceramics piece. Hardly ever see these, but very cool to see one. Yes, I'm highlighting clowns only because they're tin litho and they are cool graphics. So cool to see this Dutch boy puppet in its original packaging. It's like a real turtle shell. How cute is this little puppy? Darling. Yes, just fun and unique stuff. Well, it's the end of day 2 and it's time for us to pack up the show. So we're going to be here for the next 2 hours probably packing up. I have changed into something more comfortable to work and haul totes. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope you like seeing some of the stuff that I highlighted to show you guys. So we had a super fun weekend. I think sales were good, and we got to visit with some of our vendor friends. So all in all, a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.